Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to the linguistic channel. So, as you all know, these days we're working on the modal verbs, the auxiliary verbs. So we have got another one, which is has or have to, right? So where do we use has to and where do we use have to? Let me tell you the first thing. The rules of present simple tense are followed here. Like you use the same helping verb that you use in present simple tense, like do and does, right? And the same thing is going to be followed like when you make negative or interrogative, you actually do not use SES and IES in the verb. So we are going to remove has and we're going to exchange it with have. Right? So make sure when you're making a sentence using have to or have to, you're following these rules. So guys, let's go for have to first. With what subjects do we use have to? With third person singulars. What are third person singulars? He, she, it, and singular name. And with the rest of the subjects, we are going to use have to. When we talk about has to, so when we make negative, it's going to be does not have to. It will not be the same as has to, since we are going to use does over there, right? So an interrogative, it's going to be does plus subject plus have to, right? I hope I'm clear with that. And a negative, with the other subjects, you're going to use do not have to and do subject have to. So now there are two different usages that we use has to and have to with. The first one is the regular duties or advices. Let's say it's advice in terms of commands, like a strong advice. Like I say, you have to speak English now. So it's a strong advice, or it's a strong recommendation, or it's a strong command that I'm giving you. So this is why I've written here advices, right? And the other use is current obligations or advices, like right now that you're doing things. If you remember must, it will be helpful for you. Why? Because in some ways must and have to are same. Like if I say you must speak English now, it's a current advice, it's your current obligation or something. And if I say you have to speak English now, so it is again what? Your current obligation or your current advice. So let's say the first example here, he has to wake up at 7 a.m. Maybe because he goes to school, maybe because he goes to office, or maybe because he has to do something in the morning. So it's a regular obligation or compulsion or duty that he has to perform to wake up at 7 o'clock. Now if you form a negative using they, which is a third person plural, right? So you use they do not. So the short form of do not is does not. So it's like they don't have to go now, they can go later. So it's about, we are talking about a current obligation right now, that they do not have to go now, they can go later someday, or they can go some other day, right? And an interrogation is going to be does she have to? Now you must be asking, you must be thinking that, sir, why are you using here have to? We are using here have to, my friends, because of this does. As I mentioned you earlier, that when we use does as helping verb, we replace has with have, right? So have is going to take the place of has, right? So does she have to do dishes after sharing, right? This is something that all of our women, at our homes doing. They're doing up their dishes in the morning after sahri, after iftari, or after your midnight dinner. So I really appreciate it, and we all should appreciate and praise them for doing this. And along with this, we have clearly understood this, I believe. So thank you so much. Keep watching my videos for more learning. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.
For more videos, please subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon.